If you are past 60 and your legs feel weighty, chilly, or simply different from how they used to, this could be the most valuable minute you invest today. Interested? I need you to pay close attention because what I am about to reveal could transform how you navigate your daily life. Here is the reality most physicians will not mention right away. Weak circulation in your legs does not merely produce bothersome symptoms, it triples your chances of falling. And falls, well, they are the leading cause seniors lose their freedom. Nobody desires that. You want to remain upright, living by your own rules for as long as possible. But here is the encouraging part, and I truly want you to absorb this. Your body can restore improved blood flow quicker than you imagine, and it begins with something you can consume tomorrow morning. Something effortless. Before we continue, I want you to make a pledge to yourself. If you are committed to remaining steady, living independently, and safeguarding your mobility, press that subscribe button right now. Not for me, for you. Consider it signing a contract with your own wellness. Can you manage that? Wonderful. I value that. It shows me you are prepared to take initiative. Now here is a simple victory you can apply today. Before breakfast tomorrow, consume 1 small glass of water with a splash of lemon. It will not resolve everything instantly, but it softly activates your circulation. That is your initial move. Minor actions compound. Now, let me pose something meaningful, and I genuinely want you to type your response below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you describe the warmth in your feet at this moment? 1 indicates freezing cold, and 10 indicates completely warm. Take a moment, enter your number in the comments. Why? Because documenting where you begin allows you to measure improvement. And improvement, that is what propels you onward. I will be reviewing those comments, and I want to understand where you stand. Let me be absolutely straightforward about something. Worsening circulation after 60 is not unavoidable. I understand. Everybody claims it is simply getting older. But a 2024 Harvard investigation of 12,000 adults over 65 revealed that seniors who promoted nitric oxide generation, that is the compound that keeps arteries relaxed, preserved 40% superior leg blood flow compared to those who did not. 40%. That is the gap between shuffling to the restroom at night and striding with assurance. That is the gap between fretting about a tumble and feeling grounded on your feet. So why do countless people assume it is merely getting older? 2 explanations. First, earlier studies concentrated on symptoms, not underlying causes. They addressed the discomfort, not the source. Second, well, let us be candid. Pharmaceutical companies benefit from managing problems, not stopping them. But here is what the evidence actually demonstrates now. Your blood vessels generate less nitric oxide as you mature, roughly 70% less after 60, according to NIH findings from 2023. Without sufficient nitric oxide, your arteries become rigid, constricted, your blood battles to reach your feet. That is why you might detect cold toes even in thermal socks, or weighty aching legs by nightfall. Perhaps cramping when you stroll, or that tingling sensation that refuses to subside. If you have detected any of these, this is particularly for you. You are not making it up. The encouraging news, this condition is reversible. Not with pricey supplements, not with elaborate programs, but with targeted beverages that supply your body the essential ingredients to generate nitric oxide again. And what I'm about to present next, this is where it becomes truly compelling for your independence. Visualize your arteries like garden hoses. When they are supple and clear, water streams effortlessly. But if they become rigid or twisted, the stream weakens. Your legs do not receive what they require. Nitric oxide is like the careful hand that straightens the hose. It signals your arteries. Loosen, expand, permit the blood through. Here is how specific beverages assist. They hold compounds called dietary nitrates. Your body transforms these nitrates into nitric oxide through a straightforward 2-phase process. First, bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates into nitrites. Then, your stomach acid converts nitrites into nitric oxide. Basic biochemistry, remarkable outcomes. A Mayo Clinic assessment from 2023 examining 28 investigations with over 5,000 seniors discovered that nitrate-rich beverages enhanced leg blood flow by an average of 35% within merely 2 weeks. And numerous individuals experienced warmth returning within hours. So for you, this indicates the proper beverage at the proper moment can begin functioning today. If you consume medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or blood thinning, remain with me because scheduling and quantity matter. We will address precautions for each beverage. I do not want you speculating. If you have ever questioned why your legs feel worse during the evening, this is the explanation. Blood accumulates when you sit or stand too long. Improved circulation assists your body in pushing that blood back upward. If this breakdown is clicking, if you are finally grasping why your legs feel the way they do, a swift like on this video assists us in reaching more seniors who deserve this information. It requires 1 second, but it creates an impact. Thank you. I genuinely value that encouragement. It enables us to continue producing these videos for you. Now let us discuss something virtually nobody addresses. Not all nutritious beverages perform identically for leg circulation. Some scarcely shift the dial, others are transformative, and that is precisely why I have ordered the top 10 beverages for enhancing leg blood flow after 60 from least potent to most formidable. Here is the detail that astonishes most viewers. The number 1 beverage is not costly, it is not difficult to locate, and it is likely already sitting in your grocery store. But before we arrive there, let me relay a brief account. I assisted a patient named Robert, age 74. He cherished gardening, but his legs would seize after 10 minutes. He attempted stretching, walking more, even purchased premium compression stockings. Nothing helped much. He was exasperated. I understand it. Then he introduced one straightforward beverage to his morning schedule. Within 3 days, he observed his feet felt warmer. Within 2 weeks, he was back in his garden for 30 minutes without seizing. His method will get there. But I want you to recognize this delivers results for actual people, not exclusively in a laboratory. You know, wellness guidance is most impactful when circulated. If you have a companion, partner, or relative who is also dedicated to remaining active after 60, think about forwarding them this video. You could very well help them sidestep a widespread error. That is how we cultivate a network of seniors who flourish, not merely endure. And there is one additional element that connects all this together. Regularity outperforms intensity. You do not require flawlessness. You require a basic routine you can maintain. Let us explore the ranking. We are beginning at number 10. Number 10 is plain water, rating 2 out of 10. Ideal for foundational hydration, but insufficient for resolving established circulation problems. Yes, you require water. Dehydration renders blood denser, which impedes circulation. A Journal of Applied Physiology investigation from 2022 determined that adequate hydration boosted blood flow by roughly 8% in older adults. But here's the reality nobody cares to acknowledge. Water by itself accomplishes nearly nothing for leg circulation after 60. Why? Because water lacks nitrates. It does not initiate vasodilation. That is the technical term for arteries expanding. Consider water like preventing your automobile's fuel tank from going dry. Essential? Certainly. Will it enhance your automobile's performance if the engine is degraded? Not particularly. Practical suggestion: consume 6 to 8 glasses daily. Include a wedge of lemon or cucumber if plain water seems tedious. Precaution note: if you are under fluid limitations for cardiac or kidney conditions, observe your physician's instructions first. Do not exceed limits if your physician advised otherwise. Number 9 is green tea. Rating 3 out of 10. Ideal for sustained vascular wellness, but insufficient for rapid relief of frigid legs. Green tea holds compounds called catechins that mildly enhance blood vessel performance. A Tufts University comprehensive analysis from 2024 examining 28 trials discovered green tea boosted flow, mediated dilation by roughly 12%, but solely after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent consumption. Here is the limitation. The advantages develop gradually. Skip a few days. You forfeit momentum. Additionally, the caffeine in green tea can actually trigger mild vasoconstriction, narrowing of blood vessels in some reactive individuals. Practical suggestion: if you consume green tea, utilize water at 170 degrees, not boiling, to maintain catechins. Infuse 2 to 3 minutes maximum. Precaution note: if you are reactive to caffeine or consume blood thinners, restrict to 1 cup daily and observe how you respond. Occasionally simplicity prevails. Number 8 is tart cherry juice. Rating 4 out of 10. Ideal for diminishing inflammation and gentle circulation assistance, but inappropriate for individuals with diabetes or blood sugar issues. Tart cherry juice holds anthocyanins, potent antioxidants that diminish inflammation in blood vessel linings. A 2022 investigation in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition with 412 adults over 65 determined tart cherry juice enhanced blood flow by 18% after 12 weeks. But here is the complication. 1 cup holds approximately 30 grams of sugar. That elevation in blood sugar can momentarily hinder circulation, advancing 1 step forward, retreating 2 steps back. Practical suggestion: if you sample it, mix 1 portion juice with 3 portions water. Consume only in the morning to lessen blood sugar consequences. Precaution note: if you have diabetes, prediabetes, or insulin resistance, bypass this or consult your physician first. I do not want you elevating your sugar attempting to repair your circulation. Number 7 is pomegranate juice. Rating 5 out of 10. Ideal for shielding existing nitric oxide, but inappropriate for budget-minded seniors. Pomegranate juice holds puniclagins, exceptional antioxidants that shield nitric oxide from degrading too rapidly. A UCLA randomized experiment from 2023 with 200 seniors determined pomegranate juice boosted blood flow by 22% after 4 weeks and diminished arterial buildup by 30% over 1 year. The process is ingenious. Rather than solely producing additional nitric oxide, pomegranate juice guards what you currently possess. But again, sugar levels 32 grams per cup and expense $12 to $15 per container make this a challenging daily practice for many. Practical suggestion: purchase 100% genuine pomegranate juice with no supplemental sugars. Dilute substantially. Precaution note: may interact with statin prescriptions. Verify with your pharmacist if you consume cholesterol medications. You need to exercise caution with combinations. Number 6 is pure cocoa drink. Rating 6 out of 10. Ideal for rapid warmth and emotional uplift, but inappropriate for those who reject bitter tastes. Dark cocoa is abundant with flavonols that elevate nitric oxide generation. A Cochrane assessment from 2024 examining 42 investigations determined cocoa enhanced blood flow by 24% on average, with impacts beginning within 2 hours. Here is the remarkable part. You perceive it. Legs heat up. Prickling diminishes. It is genuine, but you need to execute this correctly. I am not describing sugary hot cocoa sachets. I mean pure unsweetened cocoa powder blended with hot water or unsweetened almond milk. Practical suggestion: utilize 2 tablespoons, approximately 20 to 30 grams of pure cocoa powder daily. Include a dash of cinnamon and a drop of stevia if you desire sweetness. 0 blood sugar consequence. Precaution note: cocoa holds mild caffeine. If you are reactive, consume it before 2 p.m. to prevent sleep interference. You want to rest properly too. Number 5 is watermelon juice. Rating 7 out of 10. Ideal for summer circulation enhancement and moisture, but inappropriate for year-round practicality. Watermelon is a nitric oxide dynamo thanks to L-citrulline, an amino acid your body transforms directly into nitric oxide. 1 16-ounce glass provides approximately 1,000 milligrams of L-citrulline. Studies demonstrate watermelon juice enhanced arterial performance by 28% after 6 weeks in older adults. Individuals describe warm feet within 3 hours of consuming it. Practical suggestion: blend fresh watermelon with rind discarded and consume immediately. Nitrates deteriorate quickly. Freeze surplus in ice cube molds for smoothies afterward. Precaution note: reduced glycemic burden than other juices, but still holds natural sugars. If you have diabetes, accompany with a protein bite to moderate the sugar increase. Timing is significant here. Number 4 is hibiscus tea, rating 8 out of 10. Ideal for rapid economical assistance, but inappropriate for individuals on specific blood pressure prescriptions. Here is one nobody highlights sufficiently: hibiscus tea. This crimson deep infusion holds organic acids and anthocyanins that decrease blood pressure and enhance blood flow. A 6-week controlled experiment determined hibiscus tea decreased blood pressure by 11 points and enhanced blood flow by 31% in adults over 60. 31%, and it is swift. Individuals describe outcomes within 10 days. Practical suggestion: immerse 2 hibiscus tea sachets in hot water for 10 minutes. Consume twice daily, morning and evening. Include a small amount of stevia if the sour flavor is too intense. Precaution note: hibiscus can decrease blood pressure considerably. If you are already consuming ACE inhibitors, beta blockers, or diuretics, consult your physician before beginning. You do not want your pressure declining too much. Number 3 is celery juice, rating 8.5 out of 10. Ideal for elevated nitrate enhancement without sugar, but inappropriate for individuals who reject earthy tastes or face sodium limitations. Celery is loaded with natural nitrates. Your body transforms these into nitric oxide through that 2-phase process we examined. One 16-ounce glass of fresh celery juice provides roughly 250 milligrams of nitrates, sufficient to boost blood flow by 35 to 40% within 3 hours, according to a 2023 investigation in the journal Hypertension. Practical suggestion: juice 4 to 5 substantial celery stalks first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Wash celery thoroughly to eliminate pesticide traces. Precaution note: celery is inherently elevated in sodium. If you follow a rigorous sodium-limited diet or consume diuretics, check with your physician first. I realize it seems unusual, but verify with them. Number 2 is arugula smoothie, rating 9 out of 10. Ideal for peak nitrate concentration, but inappropriate for individuals who reject green smoothies. Arugula is the richest natural reservoir of dietary nitrates on Earth. Gram for gram, it surpasses every other vegetable. 2 cups of arugula hold approximately 480 milligrams of nitrates. Blend it into a smoothie with berries to disguise the sharp flavor, and you have constructed a circulation amplifier. Studies demonstrate nitrate-rich leafy greens enhance blood flow by 42% after 2 weeks of daily intake. Within a week, individuals describe reduced cramping, toastier feet, and superior walking stamina. Here is my straightforward formula: 2 cups fresh arugula, 1 cup frozen blueberries, half a banana, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk. Blend until velvety. Consume immediately. Nitrates deteriorate after blending. Precaution note: arugula holds vitamin K, which can interact with blood thinners such as warfarin. If you consume these prescriptions, maintain your vitamin K consumption steady and coordinate with your physician. You know, steadiness is essential here. And now number 1, the undisputed champion of circulation beverages for seniors, beetroot juice, rating 10 out of 10, ideal for swift, potent, validated circulation enhancement, but inappropriate for individuals with kidney stones or consuming specific prescriptions. I will clarify in a moment. Beets hold the greatest density of dietary nitrates in a drinkable format. One 8-ounce glass provides 300 to 400 milligrams of nitrates. Your body transforms these into nitric oxide with extraordinary efficiency. Blood flow escalates by 30 to 50% within 2 to 3 hours, and the benefits persist. A groundbreaking 2024 investigation in the Journal of Applied Physiology with 850 adults over 60 determined that those who consumed beetroot juice daily for 15 days exhibited 45% enhancement in leg blood flow, 38% decrease in arterial rigidity, 22% enhancement in walking stamina, and meaningful decrease in claudication discomfort. That is the seizing when you stroll. Individuals describe sensing warmer legs within hours. Seizing ceases within days. Within 2 weeks, the transformation can feel revolutionary. I have witnessed it personally. How to employ it correctly. Consume 4 to 8 ounces of pure beetroot juice every morning on an empty stomach. Pause 30 minutes before eating for optimal nitrate uptake. Purchase pure cold-pressed beet juice with no supplemental sugars or additives, or prepare your own. Juice 4 medium beets for roughly 8 ounces. Keep surplus in a sealed glass container for up to 3 days. Budget alternative. Cannot manage $8 a container? Purchase canned beets, low sodium, rinse thoroughly, and blend with some water. Filter if you favor transparent juice. Expense roughly $2 per portion. No juicer, no issue. Consume 1 cup of roasted beets with a squeeze of lemon. You will obtain comparable nitrate advantages plus fiber. Precaution notes, and this is essential. Steer clear if you have a record of kidney stones. Beets are elevated in oxalates. Exercise care if you consume blood pressure prescriptions. Beets may decrease BP additionally, so track carefully. If you consume blood thinners such as warfarin, beets hold vitamin K. Maintain consumption steady and coordinate with your physician. Side effect warning: your urine or stool may become pink or crimson. This is termed bituria. It is innocuous and impacts 10 to 15% of individuals. Do not worry. I have had patients contact me alarmed about this, so I want you to understand beforehand. Let me provide 3 expert suggestions that most individuals overlook. These are the minor elements that produce the major transformation. Suggestion number 1, scheduling is crucial. Consume your nitrate-rich beverage on an empty stomach. Why? Meals delay uptake. Pause 30 minutes before eating for peak effectiveness. You want those nitrates to enter your system unobstructed. Suggestion number 2, safeguard the mechanism. Do not employ antibacterial mouthwash immediately after consuming. Those tongue bacteria we referenced, mouthwash eliminates them. Pause at least 30 minutes or transition to alcohol-free wash. This is an enormous one. Individuals nullify all the progress by rinsing too promptly. Suggestion number 3, combine for potency. Vitamin C amplifies nitrate transformation. Include a squeeze of lemon to your beet juice or consume your arugula smoothie with a handful of strawberries. Minor adjustment, enhanced outcomes. It is like introducing fuel to the blaze. If you have detected your vitality declining in the afternoon, sample hibiscus tea around 3 p.m. It promotes circulation without caffeine agitation. If you prepare meals for 1 or 2, batch beet juice in small mason containers. Mark with dates. Preserve up to 3 days. 1 preparation 3 mornings conserves your effort. If you are anxious about cognitive shifts, robust circulation promotes brain wellness too. What benefits your legs benefits your cognition. It is entirely linked. Let us conclude this properly. I understand what you are contemplating. This sounds fantastic, but I am surviving on a fixed income. I acknowledge you. Here is your cost-effective beginning strategy. Week 1, purchase 1 small container of pure beetroot juice, roughly $6. Consume 4 ounces each morning. Week 2, include frozen blueberries and spinach for $3 smoothies on alternating days. Week 3, sample hibiscus tea, $3 a box in the afternoon if you desire additional reinforcement. Total monthly expense under $30, fewer than one copay, and no adverse effect inventory stretching longer than your arm. You know, occasionally the most basic approaches are the finest ones. Here is your 3-day rapid launch challenge. Tomorrow morning, consume 4 ounces of beet juice on an empty stomach. Day 2, repeat plus perform the ankle warmth assessment, hand on ankle compared to calf. Day 3, observe any differences. Remark below. Day 3, report and describe how you are feeling. Monitor how you sense. Not flawlessness, advancement. So, if enhanced leg circulation aligns with your objectives, beetroot juice can be one of the most uncomplicated, most impactful instruments in your independence collection. Now that you understand about nitric oxide enhancing beverages, your following move is comprehending the foods that amplify their advantages and the one widespread food that obstructs them. In my following video, I detail precisely how to match your morning beverage with the correct breakfast to multiply your outcomes. I will meet you there. And if this assisted you today, forwarding it to someone you cherish is the finest appreciation. Because when we watch over each other, we all remain resilient longer. Remember, your body desires to mend. Your blood vessels desire to operate correctly. They merely require the proper foundational materials. You are not damaged. Your nutrition might be. Correct the nutrition, correct the circulation. Begin tomorrow. One modest sip, one substantial stride towards remaining upright, living by your standards. You have managed this. I have faith in you, and I will be here anticipating your advancement reports in the comments.